Folks, one of the things that I want to talk about in today's Saturday Daily Financial News, so this is for June 24th, is I want to give a shout out to what you and I might expect or look out for in the second half. I have a list of, well, I don't know, 7 or 8 things. We'll also talk about this wild Musk and Zuckerberg battle in the cage. I think it is crazy to talk about, but what the heck? And we will talk about what is going on with family offices. First, folks, let's jump into things to watch for in the second half. I wrote these down, things that I will be tracking to share with you. One is mortgage rates. I don't think it's a secret that I believe mortgage rates will kind of slowly fall over the second half, ultimately getting down to about 6%. So with something to watch. Second, days on market. Days on market here recently were just over 30. And now, given the last month or so, has seemed to have dropped into teenage years. Again, days on market is really going to show inventory stacking up. And that is something I expect. I do expect days on market to exceed 30, maybe even 45 days as we get going. I will be watching new listings. New listings have been down 20% year on year for quite a while. We actually will start lapping last year's numbers. So I think the downturn in new listings will look better artificially, but that is coming. I'm looking at the rolling recession, which is something you and I talked about earlier in the year. I think it is uncovering or unraveling right now. It is fascinating to watch as you see some parts of the economy cranking and some others struggling. I think we have to watch the weekly unemployment claims. And remember, that comes out Thursday morning every week. We will talk about it. Last reading was about 264,000. Actually, the last 3 readings were about 264. So we'll be watching to see if that spikes to over 300,000. Company earnings. According to some of our followers, we are now officially in an earnings recession, which means negative growth in earnings 2 quarters in a row. I expect that to continue for another couple of quarters, so I'll be watching that. CPI, specifically CPI headline. You know that I'm on record thinking that could be 3 or even 2.9% at its very next reading in July. I will be watching to see if it bounces in August or September. There is a chance. While we are going through the largest base effect in July, August base effect is 0. So that could be a problem. And then are we going to get 1 or 2 more rate hikes? I am standing with my call that we will not see another rate hike, but I can clearly be wrong, and I'm wrong all the time. So will we get 1 or quite possibly 2 more rate hikes? Those are things that I am watching for in the second half. Now let's talk about the stock market. We are almost halfway through. I think we have 1 or 2 more trading days in the year or in the half. The stock market is up 15% in the first half of 2023. Quite a wild ride. Can you guys believe that 2 billionaires are actually talking about getting in a cage and punching each other? It's funny. Dana White, who runs the UFC, thinks it could be the biggest fight ever. I don't know. I will admit that I would probably pay to watch it, but also probably be greatly disappointed. While Zuckerberg clearly has some training, Musk, as of yet, I don't believe does. Musk is the bigger guy, but when you train like Zuck in jiu-jitsu, you can actually use the opponent's weight against them. I don't know. Let me know comments below. Do you want to see this happen? It might be a way to solve disputes in the future. I don't know. But I just think it's wild to think about. I think both of them are in the top 10 richest men in the world, and they're talking about getting in the ring. It's crazy to think about. We're talking about the UK now. A lot of videos talking about their mortgage markets. I've been reading some articles, and it's really heartbreaking. It appears that about 1/3 of mortgage holders in the UK could see resets draining their disposable income by more than 20%. Bank of England is afraid that their homeowners might see 3 years of pain as they tackle higher inflation. It's not good news what's going on there. And then finally, UBS. UBS has gone and done a family office survey. Apparently 200 of the 30 largest family offices. Looks like the biggest modification to their allocation in years is transpiring. They look like they are going to short duration fixed income. Why take any risks when they can get 5%? Makes perfect sense to me. And they are starting to look at buying private equity secondaries. This is something actually that the All In podcast, coincidentally enough, talked about yesterday. Basically, a secondary is a private company who has shares outstanding that can be bought for a discount. So this is something they are looking at doing. And then finally, Ron Barron is talking about Dow Jones 900,000. Yes, folks, Dow Jones 900,000 will happen in the next 50 years. Is that inflation or growth? I don't know, but I thought it was a mathematically fun exercise to talk about. Dow Jones 900,000 in the next 50 years. Shout out Ron Barron for that brain teaser. All right, everybody, like, subscribe, comment, become part of the family as we march to 50,000. Take care. Again, I record Sunday through Thursday live, the daily financial news. And then Friday and Saturday, I record on Sunday because I don't want to miss my execution of doing this for 3 years in a row. Take care. Have an amazing day.